Hi friends, I am getting ready to teach my Enlightened Reiki Path Reiki I class on June 6th. So I thought I would talk about what got me into Reiki. It was 2018 and I was working from home and it was a desk job. I was sitting all day long, so I wanted to get some exercise in. So I bought one of those, I don't know if you call it a cubie or a cubby. It's one of those floor bicycles, just like the pedals. So I started using that and I felt great when I was, kind of working out while I'm typing on my keyboard, and I used to forget about it. So I would be pedaling all day long for hours and, get my heart rate up a little bit and just feel like I'm getting something done. But I didn't realize I was causing a bit of an overuse of some muscles and some tendons. And I started having this really bad foot pain on my right foot. And I didn't associate it at first for what it was, but I did figure it out later. But I thought there was something really, really wrong. So I went to see a podiatrist and he took some x-rays and he told me that both of my feet were so bad and I would need 6 surgeries. And we'd have to do the one foot that was hurting me first, and then we'd have to do the other foot. And I have heard so many horror stories about people getting foot surgeries, how difficult it is to recover, and it didn't feel right to me. And I just thought there has to be another solution to this. So I was talking with someone that I worked with, a friend, and she said, you're into all the spiritual stuff. Why don't you find something more holistic, more in that vein? And I thought, well, why didn't I even consider that? I just hadn't considered it. So I just started looking up places in town. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and I found someone who did reflexology. So I thought, well, that might be good for my feet, and let's go see that and see how it works. Well, it was a healing center, alternative healing. And the first session that I had, she gave me reflexology. And then I felt this surge of energy flowing through my body. And I didn't know what it was. I kind of had my eyes closed through most of the session. She had some beautiful music on. It was nice and dark in there. And she just was, kind of going around my body with light touch. And it just was something I had never experienced before, but it felt so good. I felt so relaxed. I felt like things were released. I just wanted to know what it was. So she told me after the session that it was Reiki. It was an energy healing, and it was fabulous. So I kept going back, got my reflexology, got my Reiki, and after a while, it was healed. It was just a tendon that really just needed to rest. But the healing that she provided, I could feel it. And I also could feel where that pain was in my foot. For the first few sessions, it really got intense when she was working on me. And what I realized later is that was all of that being released from my body. So I could feel the pain there. And then sometimes I could feel different parts of my body, could feel the energy. And things that maybe I was suppressing, I could feel it in my stomach. That's in your third chakra, where your gut is, and where anxiety is, and things like that just felt like they were being released from me, and it felt wonderful. So she mentioned that she also taught it, and of course I wanted to learn it. I wanted to be able to heal myself. I wanted to help others, help my family, help my pets. So I took her workshops, her classes, and I went through Reiki I. I learned how to heal myself. I went through Reiki II, learned more about healing others and sending distance Reiki. And then Reiki III is when you become a master and you can teach it. So that's what I do now. I want to give to others what was given to me. I've had both experiences. I've had in-person learning Reiki. I've also done online, so I've experienced distance Reiki, being attuned to Reiki through distance. So I have the whole picture, and it's something that I want to bring to others and help others learn. This is being offered in San Antonio, so you can sign up at enlightenedhealingspace.com and look under the workshops and events, the events tab. I'm also considering doing this to have people that are out of state, out of country, join as well. So if it's something you're interested in, definitely send me a message and we can discuss it, because you can learn it that way too. These workshops are 8 hours long. It is a certification, so you will get a certificate at the end, and it's more of an experience where you get mentorship afterwards. So you have the 8 hour for the Reiki 1 class, but you're not left alone. If you have questions, I'm still there for you. I will do Zoom sessions, in-person sessions where we can gather and practice. And there's supplies that are given that normally aren't during these classes. So there's a lot of extra things that go along with what I offer for these classes. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them to comment or send me a message, and I would love to see you there.